Hey, everyone. Hey. When I tell you it's your girl, Precious Williams, I'm coming to you live from New Orleans, y'all. New Orleans, Louisiana. I am here to experience my first Essence Fest. And welcome to another exciting edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. Usually we go live on Sunday, but today, happy 4th of July. And I kind of wanted to have this live because I wanted to share with you all what all of this means to me. Why am I here? Yes, I'm here to truly experience Essence Fest, but I'm also here to launch a dream of mine and to do something that's been on my heart for a while. And I know people are like, oh, in this economy, oh, why would you do that? And it's been one of those things of trusting within, right? So first, let me just say, I'm the Killer Pitch Master. If you all don't know me, I am a 13-time National Elevator Pitch Champion, proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. I'm a five-time #1 best-selling author, 3 billboards in Times Square. I've been on Shark Tank Season 8 in 2016, trained over 420 pitch champions. That means first place. I am a top corporate sales trainer for some of the biggest tech companies and financial services and real estate companies that you know. I am Black on both sides, no Brazilian butt lift, no six-pack abs. I've been able to be in movies and documentaries, and don't have the Coke bottle shape, don't look like Hollywood. My accent, if anything, has gotten deeper. I'm from the inner city of St. Louis, Missouri, was always counted out, said nothing I would ever do would make it. And I'm here today to just say those were lies. And on this Independence Day, this 4th of July, as I'm here for the first time at Essence Fest, I am so thankful that Queen Brittany Raji Alberti out of St. Louis was putting together an event for the Rich Mommies Club, which is based in St. Louis, and all of these great women who are getting together to celebrate moms and women who have lost children and just really want to celebrate. And we were on the phone because, we know each other. And something hit me, this idea I've been having about pitch, bold, profit, go, which I'm going to explain about, because at Essence Fest, I'm soft launching something, again, that's been on my heart, but I want to share this with you all, divine timing and divine connection. When I tell you all that we were on the phone, just kind of talking about it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to come down and I'm going to have an event there too. We had talked about it. I bought my ticket that day, and it wasn't about like I was trying to decide between LaGuardia and JFK. And I just said, you know what? No matter what it is, I'm coming. Because once I purchased the ticket for myself, not on anybody else's dime but mine, then I know that I'm truly committed. And so one of the biggest things I can ever tell y'all about for this 4th of July is bet on yourself. It's great to tell everybody to use everybody else's money, use everybody else. But let me tell you something, as a woman, as a person, as an entrepreneur that was on Shark Tank, if you have no skin in the game, a lot of people aren't going to trust you. Investors, those who want to hire you, I put my money on the line. And whether it sinks or whether it fails, I have to test. And that's what business is. It's a test all the time. Is everything you're going to do work? No. Is everything I've ever put out in the world work? No. Hold on. Thank you. And that's real. That's so real. Everything has it. Y'all, everything I've ever done has it. In fact, right before I started this, I'm over here looking for my glasses. Can't find my glasses. As I look out on this beautiful tree-lined street, I can't find my glasses. And I said, you know what? No matter what, show up. Show up. The situation is never going to be perfect. Show up. Y'all, from that moment forward, I was working with my team, my business advisor, Andrew Frazier, my business my Mocha Business Services that handle social media and everything, and they've been putting these things together for our memberships, like all this stuff that they've been doing. Wendy Nicole Anderson, Systems and Processes, Ian, my executive assistant, like we've been working. And in the midst of all of that, I've been traveling. I got new corporate clients. All of these things have been happening. And when I tell you, y'all be like, this is so run on. I don't care. I want y'all to hear me. This is some for real stuff. So from the moment I paid for that plane ticket, the moment I paid for my room at this beautiful artsy hotel, I would say it to Brittany and to myself, I'm betting on me regardless. You got to test things. You got to put yourself out there. And as great as it is to tell you to use everybody else's money, I know I'm going to show up and show out regardless. Your stuff doesn't show up on time. Things don't work out. I need you to show up and show out. So we are launching Pitch Bold, Profit, Gold. And this is really speaking to those queens. I know y'all out there. Y'all are so badass in everything that you do professionally. C-suite, VP, you are top you the executive director. You're doing all these amazing things in your professional life. But I ain't the only one who struggled in my personal, right? Y'all, I hadn't been on a date in 3 years. 3, because I was getting myself together and walking away from a relationship that did not serve me, and realizing that I could keep putting myself in a bad situation that's never going to work out, or I can bet on me and I'm going to get myself together. And from that day forward, you know, when I had my last real live event, it was in Brooklyn, May 22nd, 2021. I know my phone was going off. Hold on, y'all. Let me get there. I don't want y'all to be hearing it going off like that. But what I want to say to you all, May 22nd, had an event in Brooklyn, New York with my queen, Love Conquers All Salon. Wonderful, sold out. All these people showed up. And for some reason, I couldn't allow myself to believe that anybody would ever show up for me again. I had to get myself together. And so for those 3 years, in those 3 years, I was choosing myself. I was building a team. I was trusting myself. I was walking away from others' expectations. Y'all, I didn't realize weight had dropped off of my body. I didn't realize I was eating better. I didn't realize I was eating slower. I didn't realize I had put such a premium on my relationships. I didn't realize that if I felt that someone wasn't feeling me, I exited stage left. We could talk about it, but I had to exit because I can't be around and not being felt. You know what I mean? I had to realize who were my real clients. Who were the prospects that wanted me, instead of feeling like I don't have to be everywhere. And so thank God for Kelly Charles Collins, and just understanding that there were just certain places I needed to be. This year, 5 national awards, 4 I won, and the 5th I was in the top 3 finalists in the nation. So think about that. There was so much that was happening around me. And, went on my first date in 3 years. And as I started looking at pictures, I had my first boudoir photo shoot. And so all these things were happening. And I realized my personal life was turning into what I dreamed of. It really was, because there was a focus there. And it was taking the focus off things that were not working and working on things and testing things and seeing where they are. So when I tell you we're launching Pitch Bold, Profit, Gold live in the Big Easy tomorrow from 5 to 7 Central Standard Time, I just want to scream. I just want to scream. And let me just see who's in the audience, because tomorrow's big reveal. It is July 4th when I tell you I'm declaring independence. I am not ruled by fear, worry, and doubt. I'm going to do it afraid. Because there's always something in the back of our heads. No one's going to show up. No one's going to show up for us. It doesn't matter how successful you are. It does not mean everything's going to work out. And that's the crazy part of business. You're going to put something out there and it won't work. You're going to put something out there and it won't work. But those other things that you have out there, they're working. And I had to just trust that one of the things I was struggling with, I knew a lot of women were struggling with. So I just want to share with you all, what were the obstacles? What were the odds? What were the things that happened to even get to this place? So if you allow me to share, I will. If you all want information on Pitch Bold, Profit, Gold, if you are in the Big Easy, you can still get tickets. You go to Eventbrite and you go to Pitch Bold, Profit, Gold. The link is scrolling across the bottom right now for you all. The Pitch Bold, Profit, Gold Essence Experience live. So we already had it on Brittany. That's sold out. So we had another one. So just think about that, y'all. I want y'all to think about that. I'm about to freak the heck out. So anyway, let me see who's in the audience. Thank y'all for letting me just go ham and cheese because I'm about to lose my mind. I'm in a different state. I'm not in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I'm not in the tri-state. I'm in the Big Easy. And for those of y'all who don't know, the first time I was here was with the famous actor years ago before he died. The second time I was here for a wonderful book gala. I was up for Author of the Year and Book of the Year. I didn't win both, but that was the first time wearing a Carolina Herrera dress. The third time I'm here, I am lunching. And I want y'all to feel me. Mask off. Y'all don't see no makeup on me. I want y'all to see that I love me without makeup, without the Coke bottle shape, being 327 or 278 or 221 like I am today. I had to love every one of those preciouses to be where I am. And so as y'all come in tomorrow, or as y'all send me loving vibes today, I want y'all to know it took a long time for me to say this is 45 and to love it. So let me see what y'all saying in the comments. And then I got some good news too. Chase, bless you. Thank you, Chase, for coming. Chase said it's not run on. Keep putting in the work. Thank you. And Chase, it's your first time here. And I've been seeing you supporting my posts. Again, I don't know what I did, but thank you. And I'd let you know that in a post. Chase, huge. Colette, my girl, Colette out of Boston. Colette, queen. We talked about this. We talked about it. It is here. It's here. I know I'm supposed to act like I'm so cool and it ain't nothing. Y'all, what economy have we been in? What has happened to businesses? Can I just have a moment of just screaming and hollering and saying, I bet on myself. I'm going to be my biggest cheerleader. Let's get it. So, Colette, thank you. You go, girl. Love us. Yes. Tina, where you go, I will follow. Tina, thank you. Tina, y'all don't know, Tina has been with me for so long, and she has always supported. And y'all, we launch tomorrow, and I happen to share with a couple of people just so they can look at it, never thinking that they would want to be a part of it. And y'all, the first woman signed up. I'm not going to say her name because she's coming tomorrow. And the second one is Tina. And if that tells you something, you could be doing things. I became the killer pitch master. I started pitching because no one believed in curvy girls. And it wasn't until people saw me on television. They saw me win $500,000 in 54 seconds. They saw me win 13 out of 14 national competitions. In fact, the last was still Black Enterprise in 2013. And you think back to all the no's it took to get there. Raised $750,000 from my first company when people said no one would ever listen to a fat, Black, non-Ivy League having woman. A woman who got kicked out of Georgetown University Law Center in 2002. A woman had a nervous breakdown in 2004 at another law school and still wound up the #1 student attorney in her class, passed the February 2007 bar, graduate May 25th, 2007 from Rutgers School of Law in Newark, become that attorney, and then decide, plot twist, flip the script. And go into lingerie. Don't know how to sew or any of those sort of things. So this is what I mean. How do you bet on yourself? Because sometimes you're not going to have, what if you don't have the money, right? Can you talk your way? Can you pitch your way? And that's what I had to do. And that is why I love teaching and training on it. That's why, did I ever think that Google, LinkedIn, and Microsoft of the world would look at me? or the Verizons or the Scores or being hired to be the keynote at events around the world. No, I didn't think that when I started, but by betting on myself, it allowed me to bet on other women too, because and men, right? No one thinks you're going to be sitting at a retreat on Block Island for Keller Williams. No one thinks you're going to be sitting in Toronto or Halifax, Nova Scotia at International Women's Day right before the pandemic. And you're coming from the United States to keynote an International Women's Day in another country. No, like the things that have happened because I bet on myself. So when I say pitch bold, profit gold, I want to make sure it's understood what we're talking about. But let me just go through all my peoples. Colette, I love you too. You already know. Colette, you opened up your heart and your home. You've made great meals. You've made me feel so loved. And this is what I mean, y'all. I have love and support from women around the world, men around the world who look like me, who don't look like me. It is a blessing because these same people are going to say my name and refer me for opportunities. So if you want to know why pitching is so important and why my pitches don't sound like anybody else's, why I create pitches and train sales teams, is because they don't hire me to do cookie cutter. They hire me to cut through the clutter and the noise and to get to the heart of who really is their target market. Who should they really be pitching to? And it makes it so much easier than feeling like I got to start here, high net worth. I got to start here and whatever. And like, dude, there are industries that need you you've never even thought of. So let's get it. Chase, all you did was be yourself as you are. Thank you, Chase. Colette, yes, it is, and you are worthy. Thank you. Chase, potent people attract potent people. Tina, you're the best. And Tanya, can you text me the big announcement? I hate being left out because I have 10,000 kids. Thanks in advance. I need to celebrate you. Tanya, the big announcement is that I am launching Pitch Bold Profit Go tomorrow here in New Orleans during EssenceFest from 5 to 7. I am launching my membership group. I am launching with an event. I am launching in a different state that I don't usually come to. And it's because I am doing something you teach on, because you're great at marketing and PR. It is just, you still have to test. You have to put yourself out there for opportunities because they don't just show up all the time. So I'm going to go to a different state and I'm going to see who's going to show up. And because I do have a vast network, because my name is said in certain rooms, I had to trust that no matter what happens, who shows up or not, I'm going to do this because I need to prove to myself that I have it. And that these women, these women who are so dope professionally, they still need help in the personal department. We need a safe space to be ourselves. We need a safe space that talks about the issues we cannot talk about in these business events. So it is this combination of business and personal in a community that celebrates and supports you. And it is different, right? And I'm not only starting this, I'm living it. And I don't have all the answers. That's why other women are with me in this, because we have done all these amazing things. And when we all come together, that is where support and community really happens. So I'll text you, Queen. Chase, that was the hardest line I've heard in 10 years. What was the hardest line, Chase? Could the legend doing legendary things? Put me in, coach. I know that's right, Tina. I know that's right. And so the biggest thing I can share with all of you. So I just want to, I know I can't keep you out forever today, although I would love to. So if you are here in the Big Easy tomorrow and you'd love to come out to our event, please type in, go to Eventbrite or the thing that's going by, or just type in the comments, Precious, I need the link, or just say Precious, Pitch Bold Profit Gold event link. And I'll also make this. If you aren't all in the Big Easy right now and you want the link to see what's happening with Pitch Bold Profit Gold in our community, ask me for the link to Pitch Bold Profit Gold community. And I want you to experience, because if you can't be here, I want you to see what's launching. And that, again, I have 2 members and they're not here, but these are women I've known. And they're not doing it just to support me. It's because they've seen my vision all throughout this. I didn't expect anyone to become a member before the launch. So if this teaches y'all anything, sometimes you got to put it out there. And when I got my first member, I cried. I took a shower, cried. I called my business advisor. I let Wendy, let Ian know, but Ian's away on a boat trip. And I just cried because everybody doesn't understand that the economy is tore up from the floor up as it's been in the last 4 years. Some of us are still standing because we have support and we have given results to our clients. And so if you think this is some fly by night thing by me, please believe, no ma'am and no sir. So on this 4th of July, I declare independence from fear and worry and doubt stopping me from doing anything. I'm going to do it afraid. I love the fact that I can show up on camera, y'all, and I don't have to have on makeup. Y'all know who I am. So y'all know the difference between when Precious is on stage and when Precious is like, I'm still Precious. And whether you catch me outside fully made up or if you catch me inside and not, you're going to get this personality. You'll get this love and this support. And I understand my assignments in different rooms. So if you're ready to come on down home, come into the Pitch Bold Profit Gold community because these women are waiting for you. And trust me, there are 3 iterations. There's 2 more coming, 2 more iterations coming. But the most important thing is show up for yourself. And if it's not right for you now, please believe we're not stopping. I remember years ago, people said I'd never be a speaker. I've been doing this 29 years. You don't have an Ivy League degree, but I've taught at Columbia University's business school and law school and Harvard University, in their business school. Don't play with me. George Washington University, Rutgers, Spelman, Morehouse, Harris-Stowe State University, Howard University. Don't play with me. Please don't. I love what I do and define the impossible. I didn't have to have an Ivy League degree, but I'm the GOAT at pitching. Riddle me that. And what are you to go at? I need you to be flexing on them. Flex. And me and Kelly Charles Collins, we always like, it ain't bragging if it's true, and it ain't tricking if you got it. Like, it ain't bragging if it's true. Those stats are real stats you can follow. You can check up on everything I've ever said about myself and what people have written about, from Forbes to Wall Street Journal, CNBC International, Essence, Upscale Magazine, Black Enterprise. Like, I've been written about for years, but it would have stopped if I gave up and wasn't my greatest cheerleader. If I could walk out of homelessness September 1st, 2018, start my company over a year later, Perfect Pitches by Precious. We're kind of on 5 years of me walking out of homelessness, 6 years. And in those 6 years, 5 years, Perfect Pitch by Precious. Last year, we rebranded to Perfect Pitch Group because our corporate clients were taken over, because they needed someone who shook the table, someone who wasn't going to give a cookie cutter. And they understood I had a proprietary formula for pitching, sales scripting, all of those sort of things. And I'm thanking God that I went from the killer pitch master to the ultimate rainmaker. And I'm bringing in those legal skills. I'm bringing in those oratory skills that I learned, from being in the courtroom, theatrics and all of that, but also understanding that we ain't for everybody. So every corporation doesn't want me, and I accept that, but I know the ones that do and the ones who should know. And so I want y'all to get that. So what did it take to get here? Being a part of something greater. Had Brittany, Raji Alberti, Rich Moms Clubs, and she's also, she's a great marketer. She's in St. Louis. Has she not talked about the event she was going to have, I wouldn't be here. Had it not dropped on my spirit that let's launch. And I didn't have everything, right? I didn't have everything, but I just knew I could do it. And I had to test myself. I've been a part of a lot of amazing groups, women's groups, both gendered groups. I've been a part of a lot of amazing groups. Some I'm still in and some of them I'm not. And in all of them, there was something so special that made them different. but I always thought there was something quite missing. And the more I thought about it and the more I explored, I knew I wasn't alone in feeling that. So all these groups have great ideas, great vision, but I wanted something that connected personal and professional in a way that was truly deliberate, in a way that celebrated every step of this journey, personally and professionally. Y'all don't know, when I was asked out on a date, I took a picture. I was y'all, let me make it clear. It's not that men haven't wanted me. It was I had blinders on because I was all about business. So I couldn't see anything, right? I was so aloof. So I took a picture of myself out 42nd Street. I took a picture of myself. And Queens, y'all know who I'm talking about. I texted y'all. I was like, I got asked on a date. And what did y'all ask me? Did you say yes? I forgot. And we had that amazing date. And I walked into that date knowing that I'm Precious Williams, knowing that I'm not going to be interviewed, knowing that I want to talk about my professional success at all. And and not going to eat a watercress salad. I'm going to eat some seafood. I'm going to have a good time. And I want to be personal to person, not professional. And that's exactly what happened. It was amazing. Yeah. And then finally believing that I could do it. I'm often on planes and trains on a lot of organizations' dime. But deep inside, I wanted to prove that I could do it. And I'm willing to put myself on the line. And as crazy as that sounds to a lot of people, you really understand the value of a dollar if it's coming out of your pocket. So when I'm creating pitches for others or, providing different types of industries that I think would be better suited for my clients, it is so important that we don't get into this mindset that you can spend somebody else's money frivolously because it's not your own. I believe in myself and I'm my biggest cheerleader. So I'm going to show up and show out. What odds were against me in launching this? Time. This year, from the time I spoke at Goddess April Franks' Feminine and Rich in Houston, Texas in January, to today, I have traveled more in these 7 months all across the country, and then in another month or two, I'm international, right? I've gotten clients that I never thought I could. I've had conversations with presidents and CEOs. I have masterminded with amazing women and men. And so time and travel were my biggest obstacles. And the final was letting my team do what they do best. And I'm so proud of what they've done. When I say done is better than perfect, my pitches are perfect. I'm not. I'm still learning how to be a great CEO. And one of them is letting them do their thing so much better than I ever could. You can give me a mic and a light and I'm good. But these people are talented. And I just want to say thank you, Andrew Frazier. Thank you, Mocha. Thank you, Jess and Mallory. Thank you, Wendy Nicole Anderson. Thank you, Ian Cena. Thank you, Andrew Frazier. Thank you all. Thank you to Ingrid Vanderveld. Thank you to Peggy Cohn. Thank you to Allison Bagwell, Big Red and the crew, Dare. Thank you to Savvy Ladies. Thank you to the Dames. Thank you to Babson College Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program. Thank you to C200. Thank you to Google, LinkedIn, and Microsoft. Thank you to the Federal Reserve Bank. Thank you to HubSpot. Thank you to SiriusXM. Thank you to Sisters in Sales. Thank you to Spectrum Circle. Thank you to National Association of Women Business Owners, National and New York City chapter. Thank you to Women's Media Group in New York. Thank you to Entrepreneurs Organization. Thank you to Lee Hayes. Thank you to Ramon Ray. Thank you. There's so many people I can thank you in this moment. Thank you to all of y'all for saying the very things I needed to hear and putting my big girl panties on. Thank you to Dr. Shakina. Thank you to Latrice Monique for keeping me beautiful. Thank you to every makeup artist who's ever graced my face. Thank you to every client I've ever had, to the ones that stuck with me, to the ones who outgrew me at the time. Thank you to the greatest coaches that I've ever had. Thank you to Ty Goodwin. Thank you to Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark. Thank you to Wendy Y. Bailey. Thank you. And I could go on. Thank you to Colette. Thank you. Thank you for every award I've received this year. Thank you for every city I've ever been in, and there's love around the world. I could just make a phone call or say something on Facebook and people show up. And that's why I got to be my biggest cheerleader, because I got to cheerlead for myself and other women who forgot who the hell they are and think that their professional successes is all that they bring to the table. You bring so much more. So thank you. So anyway, it's Independence Day. What are you declaring your independence from? Put in the chat. What are y'all feeling right now? Because I'm about to let y'all go. But Pitch Bold Profit Gold, Rainmaking 101, written 5 number one bestseller books in 4 years. Oh, shout out to Sharon Monet, Penn Legacy, for publishing all 5 of my best-selling books, for providing me with opportunities, and for putting me where I am today. Shout out to Sharon Monet, Penn Legacy, because you saw this years ago. Shout out to Ty out of Atlanta, who gave me the first opportunity to ever pitch at their pitch event in Atlanta years ago. Look at where you got, look at where we are. Look at where you got me. I didn't become the killer pitchmaster by myself. So shout out to all of those who were there for me. Shout out to St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to Beaumont High School. Shout out to Spelman College. Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, 8 to Kappa Chapter. Shout out to all of y'all who rock with me. So I'm taking y'all with me. Let me just check in the chat. But anyway, Pitch Bold Profit Go is going down during EssenceFest tomorrow. As I sit here in New Orleans looking out at this tree-lined street, how peaceful it is, because I know it's about to turn up. Shout out to Aloria Michelle. Shout out to Tina Williams, my first 2 members who are not even here. Shout out to you. So, y'all, the biggest thing today was tomorrow's big reveal at EssenceFest, this live event, soft launch of Pitch Bold Profit Gold. Shout out to EssenceFest. If you're in the Big Easy, stop by tomorrow. You can go to Eventbrite and get the tickets. And if some of you all just want to see what Pitch Bold Profit Gold is, just type in the chats that you want the link to Pitch Bold Profit Gold, so you can see what's going to happen in this community that's coming forth. So if you want the link for the tickets, you'll let me know. If you want the link to just explore what we're about to unleash on the world, let me know. And this has been quite a journey. Quite a journey. You can also check this out on our website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com. And if you go to the events page, you'll see the link for Pitch Bold Profit Gold. And And I think even on our website, if you go a little deeper, you'll actually find the link to Fishbowl Profit Go to Community. So check it out. If y'all want to explore more about me as a killer pitch master, just go to the website. So let me just see who's going ham in the comments. Chase said the cookie cutter one. Chase, you got me laughing. Chase said community link, please and thank you. Chase, let me see if I can do it now. I'm gonna see because I'm on StreamYard, so let me just see. Okay, hold on. This is PBPG community link to check out. I'm gonna see if it does it. Chase, if it doesn't, I'll just okay. So let me see if it. It says can't post comments to some destinations. Chase, if you don't see it, just put in the comments afterwards and I'll send it to you. I'll remember. Chase said, laughing my butt off. I'm not gonna eat the watercress salad. Iconic. Babe, I mean, I like watercress salad, but if we're gonna be eating, let's eat some real food. Like I eat great food. It don't, like if I want some lobster and crab or just, a nice salad too, I take all that. I ate great food. I mean, I grew up on my grandmother's food, and the longer I've been in business, man, I've eaten at Michelin-star restaurants all the way to some holes in the wall. I love it all. Can we talk about it? Okay. I just don't eat fast food. Oh, you know what? Tina already own it. See, this is why I love you, Tina. Tina don't play about. Y'all want to talk about somebody don't play about you? Who are the people in your life that will support you no matter what? I got them. And they didn't come to me because I was perfect. They came to me because through it all, I kept going. Shout out to my friend Keisha Hickson. We were on the phone today, and I was just kind of telling her she always calls me pressure. And I love that she calls me pressure. She's like, you always apply pressure on people. And not in a bad way. You just apply pressure. She said, you will do it. You will put things out. You will show up. And you give the permission to, like I was at the Black Commerce Conference, and this gentleman said, a lot of us in business, we want everything to be perfect when we launch, everything to be right. And sometimes the things you think won't take off will be the very things that excite people. So instead of ready, aim, fire, you ready, you fire, and you aim, right? So until you pull the trigger, you don't know what somebody else is going to do. And the more you have this moment of, oh, I'm going to stand back. I don't know if I can do this. No, ready, fire, aim, because you'll get closer and closer. But there's some people who just want it and they're going to grow with you. And when I took the mask off, when I was able to talk about my journey from a place of not the perfect story, but that I've hit rock bottom multiple times and always bounce back, # bounce back harder, because I refuse to lay down. I refuse. You don't have to invite me. Baby, I'll find a way or make one, Clark Atlanta. And I went to Spelman College. So I'm going to show my love to my school, but I'm going to find a way to get in that door. And it doesn't require you because there are other people who haven't seen me yet. And her audience and his audience may not be my audience. What works for her and him may not work for what my people want. So I know I'm not for every company, corporation, foundation, nonprofit, private association. The ones that want me and seek me out aren't looking for cookie cutter. I promise you they're not. They're not looking for regurgitated guru stuff. They want somebody who created their own stuff and can show that it works in different industries. That's why elevator pitching, media pitching, investor pitching, sales pitching, speaker pitching, and interview pitching. That's why I was able to go from teaching women how to win pitch competitions to being brought into accelerators as a trainer, to being brought into colleges and universities, working through the career services and kind of blowing up what career services was doing, because we have to move differently now for our students. We need to be able to show them how to pitch themselves from the application all the way through the interview in a totally different way than just telling them research and ask these same boring questions and say I'm diligent and hardworking. Did that. And it resonated. And then I set my sights on bigger. And because I had a network that rode with me and saw me growing higher and higher in the success, and it could be tracked, my results could be tracked, and these companies were writing beautiful testimonials, it allowed doors to open that were closed because there were gatekeepers trying to hold things back, but they couldn't hold it back forever. And I'm still here after all these years. So thank you all for allowing me to share that. Colette, you know I love you. Oh, I just put the link, so Tina did that too. Okay. Oh, I think it did it twice. My bad. Chase, Cortina got me. You know, Tina don't play. Tina don't play. Look, she already said I posted it. Thank you, Tina. So as I let you all go, my biggest thing is sharing tomorrow's big reveal at EssenceFest. Who am I to think anybody would ever show up? It's EssenceFest. People are here for so many wonderful things at EssenceFest. And I want to be one of those great events. I'm out of the Northeast. I'm out of so many different places. And if I don't be my own biggest cheerleader, if I don't bring these other queens to the table who've been blessing me in their own zones of genius, then a lot of women 35 and over will feel like what society says is we don't matter. And that our best years were when we were younger. What a joy it is to know that at 45, I'm living my best life. What a joy that I can afford to live in New York City alone. What a joy that things I created 14 years ago, learning how to pitch and getting better and better as the years went by working in different industries, allowed the Killer Pitchmaster name to mean something. Who knew that leaving the law behind, it would come back to me 2 years ago? And I would understand rainmaking from an entrepreneurial perspective, allowing me to go into law firms and law schools and professional schools and teach what isn't taught. And that is because pitching boldly, you can profit gold in all aspects, from your relationship to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your love relationships. My business success is nothing compared to who I am as a person and how I show up for my friends and my allies and the people who support me, and I support them. So I welcome you all to check out Pitch Bold, Profit Gold. And I'm giving birth to a dream. 2010, I gave birth to Curvy Girls. 2013, gave birth to Perfect Pitches by Precious. 2019, the rebirth of Perfect Pitches by Precious. 2023, the rebrand of Perfect Pitches by Precious to the Perfect Pitch Group. And now our own community, Pitch Bold, Profit Gold. So I won't keep you all. If there are any links that you all want, please let me know in the chat. If this has done something for you today, you're declaring independence from something, please share it in the chat. If you come later for the replay, type in replay. And if there's anything you have a question about, drop it like it's hot. And it's time to give birth to your dreams too. I love you all from the bottom of my heart for showing up for me in New Orleans. I'm gonna see if there are any more comments. And if not, you've all been very beautiful to me. And again, my name is Precious Williams. Welcome again to the latest exciting edition to the Keeping It Real with what? The Killer Pitch Master. And we keep it real, talking about branding and marketing and pitching and sales and business development and client acquisition. Without your support, I would never be here. So keep saying my name in spaces, and I will keep saying yours. And it is an honor to still be a speaker 29 years later, after I first did it at 16 years old in St. Louis, Missouri, before the mayor of the city of St. Louis at the time, Mayor Freeman Bosley Jr., and before 2 governors of Missouri. I love you all. I see 2 comments, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all know, y'all can talk. Y'all, why y'all do me like that? Enzo! I'm so happy you're here, King. No matter what business you're in the people business. Learning how to communicate and deal with people will always be gold. Come on. Clap, clap, clap. You got this, girl. No one can take it away from you. Thank you, Enzo. Chase, heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all share this with the world and keep giving birth to your dreams. I know it's a harsh economic times, pandemic, economic downturn, social unrest, inflation, recession, monkeypox, all this craziness. Don't ever give up on yourself. It's always darkest before dawn. And as someone who has nearly been murdered, sold for drugs, been homeless, severe alcoholic, to be 7 years clean and sober, from homeless to successful CEO, to world-class master communicator, to good person. Second chances and second chapters can always be better than the first. And I'm coming from experience, not from a textbook. I didn't learn how to pitch in a textbook. I didn't learn how to speak in a textbook. I learned how to do it because my back was against the wall. And the best of me, is still coming out. So I'm in my becoming. And for all of you, we're all becoming our best versions. This is 45. Welcome to Pitch Bold, Profit Gold. Enzo, I see you. Enzo, I see you. Love you all. See y'all later. Mwah. Bye.